All right, so here we go. We are going to, this video in this next series of videos is going to be about two-story houses and stairs. Okay, so we're going to start out, we're going to show you how to do a two-story in Revit. Basically what you're learning is how to put that second floor into place. And then, of course, after we do that, we're going to go and do a stair detail. Okay. So to start with, we're just going to draw a random rectangular structure. It doesn't have to be any specific measurements. So we're going to go to the wall tool, and we're going to choose a wall that's already in Revit. We're going to just use this exterior brick on metal stud, and we're going to draw a rectangular building. Whoops, I did not mean to make that wall crooked. Okay, so there's a rectangular building. If we go into 3D, okay, there it is. Okay, so all of our walls are just set to, default, which is unconnected at 20 feet. So just leave them at that. We need to go to our south elevation view. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and use the default 10-foot ceiling that Revit already has set up for us. We do need to retype these. I don't know why Revit puts them in there like that, but you just got to have capitals in there, all capitals. Level 1. Would you like to rename corresponding views? Of course I do. And this one is actually going to be named T period O period W period 1. Top of wall 1 is what that stands for. And yes, I want to rename corresponding views. Okay, I need to draw 2 more levels in here. And to draw levels, now some people, I don't know why, they want to copy and paste these levels. That was what I had run into with a lot of them, but you cannot do that. You cannot copy and paste these because there will not be any data attached to them. We need data attached to these levels, so we have to draw them. And over here on the Architecture tab, we will have a level tool right here on the far end under the Datum panel. Okay, and we just put this one for now, we put it at 1 foot above the top of wall 1. Okay, and then we draw another one. This is going to be the ceiling of our second floor, and it can be anywhere from 8 to 10 feet. I'm just going to do it at 8 feet because we're not really even going to mess with it. Okay, and now I'm going to just kind of separate these so we can see what's going on. Okay. All right, so that's what we got. We're going to have to adjust top of wall. Wait, it should not say top of wall 2. I'm sorry. Click on that and name it level 2. And this one, click on it and name it top of wall 2. Like so. Okay, now we're ready. All right, so we're going to have to adjust level 2 at some point. Okay, and that's kind of what we're getting ready to do here. Let's go back to level 1, and I'm going to kind of show you some things you need to keep an eye out on. Now, when you're working on a 2-story building, you have to be conscious of when you're placing things, like if I'm going to place a wall, I need to be conscious of what level I'm placing it on. So here I'm on level 1. Now, typically, if I'm on level 1 here, then I'm placing it on level 1 here. But sometimes you get a little mixed up. And you might be looking at level 2 when you're up here switching back and forth between different levels, and you're putting a wall or a component or something like that down, and you're actually putting it on the wrong floor. Okay, so be conscious of where you're putting everything. And what I want to do here is I want to put the floor in here, and I'm also going to put a ceiling for the first level. All right, let's do the ceiling first. Okay, ceiling. This is where you're going to see that right there. So level 1, 8 feet. So that's going to be a normal level 1 ceiling. Of course, I need to change that to 10 feet. That is going to be the height of my ceiling. again, level 1, and just come in here and plop it down. Yes, you'll get this warning message over here, but don't worry about it, okay? All that means is you can't see it in this view, but that's okay. We don't really care to see it in this view. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to place a floor, okay? So go back to the Architecture tab, go to the Floor tool. All right, we'll come down here, and we're going to place a specific floor. We're going to do the wood truss joist 12-inch carpet finish. Okay, now, of course, when you're actually designing this, you can change your finish if you want to. We're just going to use this one because it's what's already loaded up in there. All right, so I clicked on that to place a floor. Now, here I got to be careful because I'm on level 1. Okay, right there. Let's go to level 2. Level 2, and now, of course, it's working a little better. I think when I did it the first time, it wouldn't light up. But anyway, we want to place it, if I change my resolution to fine, we want that little dashed line to show up right up under the drywall. Okay, so you can see it showing up right up under the drywall. And we just go around and we click each wall. It'll go ahead and solve the corners for you. Okay, then we hit the green check mark, and it says the floor roof overlaps the highlighted walls. Would you like to join geometry and cut the overlapping volume out of the walls? Sure. All it's going to do is cut the drywall from the walls out, okay? But it's going to leave everything else, okay? So now we got a floor in there. We have to check on our floor, and we can do that one of two ways. I think really the quickest way is just to draw a section through here. Okay, and I'm just gonna, because I just want to look at the floor itself. Okay, so I'm looking in here. Here's my ceiling, which is actually up inside of my floor system. That's not where it's supposed to be. That's why we have to adjust the level 2 with the floor so we get it where it's supposed to be. But first off, this is a residential building we're working on. We don't want to use a 2x4 acoustical ceiling system. We're going to click on Edit Type and Duplicate, and we're going to just call it 5/8 inch drywall. Click OK and go in here to edit the materials. We're going to delete line 4. Whoops, I don't know what I hit that button for. Line 4, delete, and then here we're going to change this to gypsum wallboard. Okay, and 5/8 right there. Apply. Okay, now you see it's normal 5/8 drywall. It's not in the right place. Okay, don't move the drywall, whatever you do. Don't move the drywall. Don't move this level. Our floor is what we're going to move, and you can see the floor, and it encompasses the drywall ceiling. Don't move the floor. Don't move the floor at all. You want to come over here and click on the level line, the line that indicates level 2. Okay, so we want to indicate that. Click on that line, zoom in really close here, and then use your buttons on your keyboard, your arrow buttons, to move it up perfectly above that ceiling. That way the ceiling material is attached to the bottom of this truss system. All right, and now so I'm going to take my resolution and put it on fine. We get fine resolution. Okay, and of course there is also another step we're going to come back to after we detail the stairs and work with stairs, and we're going to put a detail right in here for the way that joins together. Okay, all right, now that is it for this video. That's how you put in a second floor. Of course, there would be a first floor down here originally as well, but you know that, you've done it before. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm going to go to the next video and show you how to place stairs.